we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Falcons ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Wide out in motion. This is a designed run. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that.
And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Dang, get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
No running back on the field. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. The pitch. Running. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Air Force's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Finds his tight end. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Guzman. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw on 3rd. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, and affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll ride his man on the option. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. He's got 42 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. He'll just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle. It's Conway. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to beat him to the left. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Fast motion from the offense. Smashes through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Tuggle. Shakes off the tackle. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Fires to the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Tackle is made at the 37.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nice move, creates some space.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They want to throw it. Lets it fly. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Coming up here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pulls it and fires to the left. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Air Force.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. Grab near the marker. It's Conway. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And now on second down for this offense. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give them a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half. Point on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of the quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And a really competitive game so far. I'm talking razor-thin margins in the big statistical categories. And while it may be a broken record, turnovers are the name of the game. The team that limits them, the ones that win that turnover margin, generally speaking, are the ones that have the best chance to get that dub. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that right after the...
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Got it in the middle. It's Guzman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Continues to fight for yards. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Because the running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver. Ball, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The snap sets up the throw. Catch in the middle. It's Conway. Tackle is made after the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback. Understand. Coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They keep attacking through the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Snags a quick pass on the left.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown Falcons. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Vega. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Eagles come to the line in the hurry up. To the air on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to get behind the defense. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Moves away as he feels pressure. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Wide open downfield. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Air Force. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with two top 25 teams locking horns. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And that pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the gun. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him down after he makes a catch.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. Hits the spin cycle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
On third down, going up top. Buys a little time. Gets away from one, finds room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a three-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really... the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Here's the deal. You're down with 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And he's got it inside the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball.
Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Discards a man.
Ball carried by the running back. Marked down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Falcons will punt this one away.
Number 15 in punt formation to kick it away.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got his man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Conway. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Complete. Oh, there's the ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. That run epitomized. Veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. 2nd down coming up.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what you're all.
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Conway.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Georgia Southern! On to attempt the try. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. The Falcons will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Off play action. Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.